Check. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get it kicking off right now. We want to welcome everybody to the Phase 1 Elite 1 Caribbean Basketball League. And I want to welcome you all to the opening ceremonies. Let's have a hand of applause as we invite all the players to the floor who will be performing for you tonight. Over a 4-day period of August 13th, 14th, 17th to the 20th, you will be treated to the exciting games from 4 teams in this league: the Elite 1 River, Elite 1 Wave, Elite 1 Storm, and of course, Elite 1 Horizons. Again, this event was sponsored by Jamaica Basketball, Ribby's Ultra Lounge, Elite 1 Recruiting, Global Pipeline Agencies, Herbs, Turbo Salt, Turbo Stats, KSC, Phoenix Health Complex, Athletic Fusion, Showtime Medical, and Herbalife, Herbal Orange. So Hello Orange has also sponsored our referee award. We got to shout out twice. So these teams were made up of the top professional players from Barbados to the US, Canada, and Jamaica. We are streaming live on social media. The page you can find us on is at Elite 1 Caribbean Basketball. That's at Elite 1 Caribbean Basketball. So E1 Caribbean Basketball. So if you're ready and you're not already following us, please, here's your chance to get it in your phone and stay updated. The E1 CBL's mission is to create a competitive pro basketball league in the Caribbean and to increase the opportunity for the consistent high level of competition and professional growth and paid opportunities for our athletes. Right now, we're going to be introducing to you the teams who will be competing in this league. First of all, on the list, Elite 1 Rivers, which wears the color blue. Where are you, Elite 1? Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Elite 1 Blue. Let's make some noise, folks. A lot of people came to put this together for you. So on the Elite 1 management team, we have head coach Phil Edwards, Lennox Mendoza, the assistant, Angelina Touche Johnson, general manager. The team members, Brandon Toole, Dave Smith, Patrick Robinson, Dave Black, David Gordon, Darius Sayre, Abdul Vernon, Jadid Law, A.J. Mandini, Pomora Welch, Alan Brewer, and Tyrese Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a big round of applause for the blue team, the River. Next up, we have the Elite Waves, which appears in the color white. Where are we, Elite Waves? Step to the floor. So ladies and gentlemen, our management team for Elite White will consist of Mr. Rowe Dixon is assistant. The general manager is Keisha Lindsay. Team member, Theo Thomas, Lucian Wilson, Nick Golden, DeAndre Forbes, Gamal Davis, Alex Levy, Nadar Tarp, Alexander Bors, Dalen Walker, Roman Parks, Fabian Kennedy, and Carrick Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Elite White. The wave's coming. Our third team is the Elite One Horizon, which wears the color red. Coming to us from the Elite One Horizons, we have the head coach. I love this guy, Alf Rakimi. Clayton Morgan is the assistant coach. O'Neal Watson, general manager. The team members, Rashid Maynard, Antoine McFarlane, Ricard Hall, Fabian Sutherland, Troy Grant, Bobby Gary, Anton Ivy, Marquise Ellison, Anthony White, Jaden Cope, and Dwayne Lawrence. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the red team. And finally, the last but not least, they say they have it in the wrap in the bag, the blue and red white team say otherwise. Introducing the last team for your enjoyment. And finally we have Elite One Storm wearing the black. Team management, Jim Brunelli, head coach, assistant, Roger Marshall, general manager, Gary Reed, and the team made up of Joel Bailey, Darlene Triplet, I.S. Aries, Linford, Shoddy Brown, Darjan Royal, Calvin Malcolm, Xavier McDaniel, Cameron Small, Adrian Forbes, Ordain Kalahar, and Daniel Martella. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Elite One Summer Pro Men's Basketball. If you can rise and remove your hats, we are going to play the national anthem. Thank you. We are playing 4 teams' national anthem because we got to respect everybody and where they're from. Please stand for the national anthems. Thank you. Barbados National Anthem. Canadian National Anthem. the American National Anthem. Let's go, Jamaica. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank Phase 1 and Jamaica Basketball for putting on a weekend and another week of an extravaganza of basketball experience on the island of Jamaica. The first game, as we close the ceremony, will be the matchup between Elite One Rivers and Elite One Horizon. Everybody else, clear the court, please. As we have the gentlemen warm up, we're gonna get this thing popping.
Welcome to the National Arena for the first of 4 days of the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. I'm Sean Grant alongside my good friend Courtney Campbell.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm not as good as you, though, this afternoon, or this evening, I should say.
Yeah, it's another wonderful, wonderful evening here in Jamaica, and it is a great day for basketball.
It is?
Yes, it is.
I never knew that, though, but thanks for telling me, though.
No, you don't.
Obviously, the persons have come out, though, because they're actually following what you're saying, because a lot of persons are in the National Arena for the first day.
Yes, indeed, and the stands are literally almost filled already. We have some seats up on the balcony area that are a little sparse, but for the most part, the spectators are here in numbers.
Well, guess what? 4 teams will be on display for 4 days. Double headers each day, double header today, double header tomorrow, and then in the week, and then finishing off next Saturday. Now, in terms of the points, the top 2 teams will play in the final on Saturday, and 3rd and 4th place will be the first game. Every single day will be doubleheader starting from this evening. exciting basketball, something that has been missing on the calendar on the local soil.
And we are definitely looking forward to it because we're going to be seeing talent from across the globe, literally.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing players from the United States, players from other areas in the Caribbean, including Barbados and Manila. As far as Manila, we have a player from the Philippines.
Thriller in Manila.
Well, it's going to be a thriller down here at the National Arena when we see these teams go at it. And we're looking for some great games from the likes of some of the Jamaicans that are here. We have an almost 7-footer in Nikolai Brown, one of the older players in the competition.
Is he really 7 foot though? I saw him earlier on. Is he 7 foot?
Well, that is, the jury is out on that, and we definitely have to take a tape to it to confirm that. But definitely, he's above, head and shoulders above the average player here, including his age.
Well, you know you have a 7 footer, you know he's going to be playing center, no doubt about it. Well, nowadays in the NBA, though, 7 footers can handle the ball.
Oh yes, indeed. The game has changed tremendously over the years, and right now, what we saw back in the day was that basketball was a tall man sport or a tall player sport.
Yeah.
No longer. And
is.
tall players are playing like small players.
Well, that is true. Well, that is true. But it still is, though. If you're 5 foot something, no, it's going to be difficult to make that basketball team. But the first game on hand, it should be the Rivers meeting the Horizon. Now, the Rivers will be in blue and the Horizon in red. Now, the big question is, will be the Rivers flow over the Horizon, or will the Horizon get the better of the river?
Well, we're looking forward to it, definitely.
Well, guess what? Time will tell on that, though. That will be the first game. The second game of this doubleheader will be the Storms up against the Waves. But those are just names of teams, though. But you have players on showcase, as you pointed out earlier, that from all over the globe, more so from North America, majority of the team members.
Yes, they are. From Canada, from the United States, Phoenix, Arizona, and places of that nature.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to some great basketball because, you know, coming from out of the United States, you expect that the basketball will be slightly different from that here in Jamaica. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think we can go toe-to-toe, ball for ball, dribble for dribble, with anybody anywhere in the world. I am that proud of Jamaican basketball and that convinced that we have something to show here, which is why events like these are so critical. We never had these back in the days, back in the 90s and earlier on.
No.
There wasn't a lot of videography and not a lot of film footage that was available of all the players that we had then of some supremely good caliber. Now we have this opportunity and we're going to make full advantage of it. I'm sure these players are coming to showcase their talent.
And you said toe-to-toe.
Yes,
No,
I
I'm
did.
just going by your words.
I did say dribble for dribble.
Well, yes, you did say that, though. But let's reflect too much on toe-to-toe, though, to be honest. But I'm agreeing with you, not wholeheartedly, though, about showcasing the talent on the local soil, mixing it with some players from Canada and the United States. So it's a mixture all around and beyond.
And beyond, yes.
So you're going to see some great talent, and not only in the 22-year-old, we have seen some 30, 37, 36-year-old also on the court.
Which is also an amazing thing because after a certain age, people kind of look at your way, you know. But these 36, 37, and even 39-year-olds are going to be showing you a different caliber of ball game.
Well, Anthony White from Horizon, he's 37. He leads it in terms of the age for the Horizon Red team. And for the Rivers, the co-captain, they call him Dave. Is it Dave Black? Yes, Dave Black.
Yes,
he's
Dave
36
Black,
years old.
36 years old.
Yeah, so experience will be on the court, although you'll see a lot of vibrant play happening from the youngsters, but the experienced ones will be there to cool the tempo.
Well, definitely, and let's see if the Rivers can flow over the horizon, as you said.
Well, that is true. The coach is on hand, Phil Edwards for the Rivers, and Alfred Mickey from Horizon. Alfred Mickey on the local soil has been involved in basketball, not for 1, not for 10, or not for 20, more so like 30, 40 years.
Oh, I can attest to that. And I have been within the basketball industry for quite some time, so I have seen Mr. Remicky from then, even now.
And I'm looking at Phil Edwards, though, to our left, just in the National Arena between the two benches, and the officials on hand. And Phil Edwards has been around for a very long time also, but not as long as Alfred Mickey, though. But both are experienced coaches on the cards. Michael Johnson is the referee alongside Christopher Richardson and Abdul Irshad. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly. It's Irshad. So I hope it is Irshad. And next thing he come and complain to me half time.
Don't worry about it. He'll answer to almost anything, I'm sure.
Oh, no. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Well, the players of the court are warming up and persons are filing inside the National Arena for the start of the first of 2 games in this Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. Listening to the voices of Sean Grant and Courtney Campbell. Courtney Campbell is a name that is popular in football, not in basketball, on the local soil.
Well, it's popular in football. It's also popular in banking because there are some other individuals with the name. But guess what? One thing we all share as Courtney Campbells, we have a very good reputation.
Yeah. I don't know about that. But you have a reputation.
Do your research. You need to do your research.
No, but the Courtney Campbell I was referring to was a FIFA referee.
The FIFA referee, yes.
Was a FIFA referee till he was almost 40 years old. But hey, we're at basketball. We have to concentrate on there. But just the name, though, just thought about it for a little while. But I'm excited, though, to be honest, to be here because I'm expecting, expectations are high. There was a local competition which was held recently at the Alfred Sangster Auditorium by UTEC, and the local players got to showcase their skills, and some of them are here.
They're here in this league as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so Lucian Wilson is one, more known for his high jump capabilities, a national high jumper, but he certainly, when he's on the court, he showcased that skill. He can leap. Wow. He can go. A man from St. Diego now attending GC Foster College. So Linford Brown, a former national player.
Yes.
Well, Linford is about 30 odd now. Worked with me in the commentary booth, though. Did some good commentary, but back in the day, they call him Shooty. He could let them go. When I say shoot, you're talking about basketball.
I get you. And you're speaking quite knowledgeably about basketball. What is your history with basketball?
Watching. And reporting. Watching, reporting, and doing commentary. That's it. I didn't play in a basketball any at all. I just watched because I'm short.
No, don't worry about the height, man. I tell you, don't worry about the height.
No, I'm not worried. I just did not put myself in that position. Simple as that. But not worried at all. But in terms of covering basketball, I've been doing that for many years on the local soil. But in terms of the local players, though, you said something which was right, hitting the nail on the head when it comes on to these youngsters getting a chance, which many of the youngsters back in the day who were just as good did not get the opportunity as these youngsters now getting the opportunity to showcase their skills across the globe. Across the globe,
yes, indeed. And I would have been, why I know so much about it and I'm so passionate about it is I was a former national player until the year, well, I'm afraid to tell you that, because you're going to date my age now. But I was a former national player until the year 1995.
Must I comment, though? Did we ask him? Did we ask him if he was a national player? We had to put that in.
I had to squeeze it in.
Yeah, I realize.
Well, I didn't squeeze in the fact that I was also the recipient of a scholarship abroad, as well as walk on several teams abroad. But that is my basketball history, so let's leave that alone.
You sure you weren't walking off more so than walking on? But I'm joking. No, well, I know that.
But seriously, though, we do accept the fact that back in the day, there wasn't the ability for them to showcase themselves or be seen the way that they're being seen now. And I know these youngsters will make full use of this because this is now what you call the Gen Z era, which is all about technology and the ability to fast track from here to there in seconds.
The Gen Z era.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working with you on that, though. No, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. The Gen Z era. But in terms of this league or this competition itself, I don't expect it to be hot off the boat, and I can be wrong. But when it comes on to tomorrow, when everyone just got a taste today, wow. If you're listening or you're watching, you need to come on down. If you're in Jamaica, if you're not in Jamaica, take a plane or a boat and come over and watch. I'm serious.
I endorse that. I approve of that message.
No, thank you very much. Well, the referee is on hand. Richardson is warming up. He normally poses with the dreadlocks. We'll see him on the court very soon. Also there on the court, the referees on the court. That seem like they're going to get things on the way very soon, though. To be honest, they're running behind the time, but that's okay.
Just a tad.
Yeah, it's a start. It's a first day, so don't kill anyone for that.
Yeah, we're just getting the rust out and getting everything organized. So I'm sure that by tomorrow, everything will be flowing smoothly. Worst yet, by the second game today, things will be flowing even more smoothly.
There was an exhibition game earlier on with some high school students, and it was very good to look at, though, in terms of promising athletes. Now, we're talking about promising athletes that will be showing their skills on the court very soon. But these youngsters brought the crowd to their feet, especially one play where a youngster dunked.
Yes.
And he brought the crowd to their feet inside of the National Arena. And it was very good to see, though.
It was indeed, and that is just a short introduction of what is to come with the talent that we have here in Jamaica.
Yes, as Alfred Mickey to the right has a huddle, and to the left it will be Coach Edwards in the blue.
Okay, so I'm not going to put you on the spot for you to make a call just yet as to
Put me on the spot.
who you think would be walking away with this first game.
That spot will be moving because I will never be answering that question. That spot is like a fence, and I'm on that fence. I won't be coming off.
Well, one of the things to think about as well is that the elite blue team, they are on average a younger squad than the Horizons.
Yes, they are.
So the average age of the youth on the blue team, the elite blues, they are average younger. They actually have two 17-year-olds within their squad.
Yeah, yeah. But is that a good thing, though? Because sometimes I've seen the youngsters getting excited, playing a little bit erratic, though. But they do have a core, I said before, in terms of a black and company that can cool them down.
That's it. So you see, when you take the mix of an experienced player who can manage, control, dictate, and give instructions to the younger players, you will tend to always have an opportunity for these players to rise and grow to the level that they need to be in a short period of time and demonstrate the skills that they need to. So it looks like we're about to get on the way. I think the referees have put the teams to their benches. So now it will just be the starting fives that will be taking the court, and we will get started momentarily.
Yes, indeed. I'm just looking to see who will be making that starting five, especially on the horizon, though. The players are just assembled right there and then. See number 32 jersey. Sometimes some changes happen in the last minute, though.
Horizon number 32 will be Marquis Ellison.
Yes, it is.
He hails from Phoenix, Arizona in the United States.
So, players, as we said before, are in the huddle. And in terms of the five, well, Troy Grant wears a number 26 jersey, though. We're talking about the Horizon, but on the monitor, you're seeing the Rivers team, but now you see the Horizon team.
Right.
And number 43 is there.
On the...
I was checking through, though, because that's Jaden Coke.
Jaden Coke.
So Coke, number 43 in the red team. So the five, White. Anthony White, 34. You have Jaden Coke, 43. Also there, it's Ellison, 32. Brown, Nikolai Brown, 45. And Troy Grant in the number 26 jersey. That's for the Horizon team in their red. In the blue,
we have Dave Black, the captain, one of the captains. David Gordon is also on the starting lineup. And Armand Brewer also makes his way on the starting lineup, as well as Sir Darius Sawyer.
David Gordon also there.
And David Gordon in the number 5. So the jump ball is now at center court.
That's his referee Urshan. So gonna be Rivers in possession. Loses possession, though. That was poorly done by Sawyers. We told you that little jitters will be there for the players, though.
Definitely.
That Sawyers, a 24-year-old. Horizon. Oh, off the backboard and tipping in. That's beautifully done. Oh, my word. That was White.
And that will tell you what age can do. He is not a young player.
37-year-old White. He spoke about him earlier on as Gordon. Switching to the left. Introduced Law. Law being hustled somewhat. Right back in the hands of Black. Dave Black. He's the co-captain.
Got himself in some trouble there. Got him up in the air and makes the move.
Oh, yes, he did. That's Gordon. Using the backboard as a back. Oh, switchblade to the other end and turned in by Ivy. So score 4-2 in favor of Horizon in this first quarter. No look pass on the left. A three-pointer. Oh, sweet swoosh.
And he's letting them hear it.
Yeah, that's Gordon from the left side. Horizon. Oh, no look pass looking for the tall 37-year-old White.
Tussle on the ground there. It's going to be a jump ball. Let's see who the referees award possession to.
Oh, that's referee Richardson. And coming up looking concerned, though, is Gordon wearing the number 5 jersey for Rivers in the blue.
And interestingly enough, Gordon at 6'10" has been handling the ball a lot for the Rivers and has all 5 of the Rivers points at this time.
In the meantime, little dancing going on. No look pass. Give the wits to go. Ivy blossoming this for Horizon. Did it count? Yes, it did. I'm going to see if it counted or not. Don't think it counted, though. I think the whistle went before. So I'm seeing referee Richardson say 2 shots, so it didn't count at all. So the first went in on the free throw line. So 5 apiece is in the first quarter. Oh, good rebound though, but can't turn against White.
Ooh, loses it out of bounds right there.
Yeah, using his height, that was White. Not happy at all with this play, getting an easy layup. Failing to do so. It has been made already by Coach Phil Edwards for the Rivers. Robinson being introduced in the play. Putting the ball on the court, swinging the ball outside, a three-pointer taken, hits in front of the rim though, but no fault. I thought that was, yes it was, by White hustling, but seen by a referee that Urshad says none of that on his court.
And he now picks up his first foul.
Almost a steal by White. Is he 37 or 27?
He's actually more like 17.
Oh, geez. I'm believing you.
What I believe is that he's thrown his age paper out the window and has focused entirely on his basketball acumen.
Trying to go over the top there. That was White. Turning around. A 20-foot jumper. Failing to convert, though. Was Law. So Horizon back in possession. Score still tied at 5 apiece in the first quarter. 3-point attempt.
Short on that one. Rebound comes up.
That wasn't short. That was extremely short. Black trying to put it outside the arc. Swinging on the left-hand side to the man who has been very proficient in scoring. That's Gordon. Back to Black. Puts the ball on the floor. And layup. But the whistle came before, though. The whistle came before from referee Urshad. So was it an offensive foul?
They're asking for it. They want the 2 points.
But was it an offensive foul? I think it was an offensive foul. Yes, it was. Because what Urshad indicated was a push-off by Black. Did you see that?
I didn't see the push-off initially, but I did see Black complaining that he didn't agree with the call at all.
Well, you would. Do you know of anyone agreeing with any call? That's all that goes against
Oh,
them.
an excellent pass underneath right there, but had it blocked.
Can't convert by Ellison. Trying to go up the court, Gordon. This for Rivers. Well, still having possession, being marshaled somewhat defensively. Finds the 36-year-old Black, almost stolen from Black. But a foul by Coke on Black. There's Gordon once again. Whoever the referees were not ready. Yes, it's a three-pointer on the left. I'm talking about Gordon in the number 5 jersey for the Rivers. They want to flow in this first quarter. Not happening at all. Urshan, Black looking for Gordon. Settling down the play. Is that Gordon? No, it's not Gordon. That's
Sawyer with a drive down the middle. Very good drive. Excellently.
Sawyer's doing well. Same hairstyle as Black. Same hairstyle as Gordon. Barnaby.
Oh!
And the Rivers left sleeping, allowing Horizon to go through in the form of Ivy. That was poison Ivy a short while ago.
Making no mistake on that one.
Sawyers. Oh, that pass intercepted. Here once again.
Oh,
he missed it.
Lonnie.
And called for the travel. Called for the travel. I thought Ivy would have done that. Why do you think stopped him though?
To Sawyer?
Ivy, mishandled him.
Completely, but had he gotten that, we know what would have happened there. We have a substitution. Mandani is now in for the Rivers. AJ Mandani. That is the player that we mentioned who originally hails from the Philippines, Manila, and now plies his craft in Canada.
Oh, that's a soft touch off the glass though, but not able to convert. And Horizon. Well, I thought he heard you though a short while ago because you mentioned his name. He attacked the basket.
Yes, he did.
Switch to the left. A three-point attempt. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound gathered. Very good work there for Gordon. Long. Backing his way in. Oh, brilliant fake. That's outside to Gordon. Switches on the
Excellent
left.
ball movement there by the Rivers, but not a very good finish.
That was poor from Sawyer. In the meantime, Horizon. Oh, again, they've gone asleep. And oh my word, Mr. Nikolai Brown, failing to convert. He was hammering home, but the hammer fell out of his hand.
We are going to be talking about that for a long time. That was a terrible miss.
Is it terrible, as we say? Oh my word! But I'm seeing something with the Rivers here. Every now and again they lose concentration and the defense shuts off.
Yes, it does. It would appear that they're more focused on the one play, and then they pause. They go into a lull right after.
Gordon with a shot, three-point attempt. Whistle coming. Is that a foul? He will go to the line to shoot three. Or is that off the ball? Have the word with the referee. Gordon says hit his hand.
The referee is indicating 3 shots.
Okay. I don't know what happened there. As Gordon thought, hey, they're not giving him the 3 free throws, but they decided to do that. Score still locked at 7 apiece, you're saying?
What I'm waiting on is for the Rivers team to actually pull it together and get a half-court set in motion that actually gives them a decent shot at the end of it. So far, they've been relying on taking it over, 1 pass, maybe 2 passes, and then the shot goes up. And there's no one in place for rebounds, no one in place to cover what happens.
What does the coach have to do, though, to bring that all together?
Well, most definitely they're going to have to talk about it in the next timeout or the next opportunity they get. But the ball has been in the hands of Gordon almost every time they've come over the court. And once he comes up and he makes 1 or 2 passes, then there is a shot, and nothing happens after that, which allows for Horizon to shine on the other side of the floor.
Tuggle is on the court, wears the number 0 jersey for Rivers. He's brought on the court. And the score now 8-7 in favor
Another
of...
big man enters.
You call it a big man, Tuggle?
Adib Vernon.
Okay, I thought you meant Tuggle though. 3-point attempt. Oh, that went nowhere. And trying to actually throw it back in, hit the back of the board, and went back outside. Not the greatest attempt at all. Coming from Cook of Horizon. Still 8-7 lead for the Rivers. They're flowing over Horizon at the present time in this first quarter. The Haji-Baji going on there. Robinson. Step back 3. And he buries it. Oh, my word. Brilliantly done by Robinson. Switching the play, Horizon. No look pass on the left-hand side. Could not be handled at all properly by Gray. And a foul committed. Had to get that foul though by Grant. You said something about Campbell's earlier on. Now what should I say about Grant? Yes, mind you.
Listen up.
Mandani switching. Brilliant move there. No look pass. Oh, he got fouled. You tried to dunk that ball.
Adib Vernon right there.
Oh, yes.
Power forward out of Spanish Town, Jamaica.
Thought you were going to say Spanish Town in Spain.
No, not this time. Not this time. He's 23 years of age and an impressively large young man at 245 pounds.
Sent to the line. First of 2.
This is the first.
Not a great miss at all. Can you have good misses and bad misses? No, I'm just asking, because I said not a great miss at all.
Well, there are misses that are closer to on point than there are others, like that one, for instance.
That was
which
close?
is a pretty bad miss.
Okay. Well, I thought both were, to be honest. But nevertheless, though, the Rivers flowing, 12-7. Oh, beautiful spin, and trying to use the backboard softly, but he was fouled.
Bobby Gray.
Going towards the line. That's Bobby Gray.
Out of Phoenix, Arizona. Another U.S. national there.
Seem a bit confused. Bobby Gray has 2 attempts. Trying to cut the deficit.
What I'm really waiting to see is both teams get settled into some real basketball. What we have is a lot of running and a lot of errant shooting, but I need to see some real basketball.
What do you consider real basketball?
Real basketball now, when you come, you call the play, you set the play rotates in action, and it finishes where you need it to finish.
Taking your word for that, though, Gray. Cutting the deficit in this first quarter.
Now down by 3. Team Horizon. So it's a full court press now on by the Horizon team.
Mandani in the hands of Sawyers. Sawyers been holding somewhat.
Easily. Oh, the pick worked.
No look pass though, but looking for your big player Vernon, but can't be controlled.
Here comes Gray. Gray stutter step. Oh, misses it.
Stutter step is one. He's asking that it's his ball. However, asking doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get. And that did not go into his favor at all. That's Gray. But I love that stutter step from Gray.
Looked good.
Robinson again. The point guard. Going around 1. Turn it back to no one.
Here comes Gray on the fast. Oh! That was supposed to have been an alley-oop attempt, which missed, and Gray missed again on the follow.
Sloppy play from Rivers. Sawyers on the other end, failing to convert that. He was off balance though, and had his teammate Vernon in his sights.
Yes, he did.
Why didn't he just lay it off to Vernon?
I couldn't explain that one for you. I'm not sure what he was seeing. What he would have seen it differently than we are.
Obviously. So still Rivers leading in this first quarter. It's on the 6 in this first quarter.
Just over 5 minutes to go.
A three-pointer, Ted Poor. Trying to backdoor though, but he was fouled. That's McFarlane. He go towards the line for Horizon.
Well, the 6'5" McFarlane there had an opportunity to put that back immediately, but he chose to step back to try and make the contact and then put the ball up, which is why he didn't make the basket in that attempt just now. But he's at the line to make two, to make good on it, made good on the first.
Yes, he did. Taking a deep breath, McFarlane. Can he convert the second?
Ooh,
commentators
splits the
curse.
pair. Now a 2-point lead for the Rivers, and a
Let's take it
steal there
away.
by Gray. And here comes Gray the other way. Floats it up. No good on the float up.
Well, it was a no-look floater though. But possession won by Horizon. Gray for three-pointer. Oh, failing again to let that bucket rattle. Oh, no-look pass though, looking for the movement of Mandani. Could not handle that pass.
A little too hot for him to handle right there. Just a little.
Something can be a little hot.
Just a tad.
It's a tad hot. Once it burns, it burns.
Well, clearly it burned too much, and he wasn't able to handle it.
That is true.
On the inside, the big man playing with
Brown. Can't answer at all. Mandani, a shovel pass.
Oh, got himself tangled up there and got it back.
Can he finish? No, he cannot. He was in some problem or some trouble, that's law. However, he found himself out of it and could not finish.
Couldn't finish. Couldn't get the finish.
Law once again for Rivers. Taking the jumper. Failing. Rebound gathered. 2-point lead for Rivers over Horizon. Three-point
checks the
attempt.
three. No
And
good.
poor rebound
by
gathered though.
Law. No, that is
Brown.
Nikolai Brown. The 29-year-old.
Yes, he is. Do you remember when you were 29?
I
No answer.
refrain from comment there.
Toggle. Robinson driving towards the basket. No look pass on the left wing. And a three-point taken, but rebound gathered.
Banks are empty there.
Right back to the Rivers. Oh, no look pass. Again in the foul, a three-point play. That's Sawyer. Gathered that pass and dancing around the defender and laying it in.
Excellent move there by Darius. Looked good on the finish and was able to maintain his balance and poise.
Do you think he likes that name, Darius?
Well, I'm pretty sure that his parents did. That's why they gave it to him.
Darius Sawyer will go towards the line to complete a three-point play. This for the Rivers. They lead 14-12 in the first quarter. It's winding down, almost 3 minutes on the clock.
And Sir Sawyer is doing what the co-captain should do. He is co-captain alongside Dave Black, and he has been making the effort throughout the game. Oh!
Maynard almost lost possession though. He apologizes to his teammate. Good crowd inside of the National Arena.
Yes, indeed, looking very good. Basketball always attracts a very good crowd.
No look pass on the right wing. Horizon.
Oh, a
Trying
good
to
spin
cut
move,
the
but no
deficit.
good on the finish.
Not at all. It's like a gig. McFarlane,
Finally,
like a gig, but they had converted this by Coke. Spinning is his middle name. Meantime, on the other end, oh, it's trying for a a jumper there.
That would be what you would consider an ill-advised shot from Black.
He's a co-captain.
I would
Now,
consider...
I'm not saying you're wrong, though, but he's a co-captain.
Well, he is a co-captain.
He's 36 years old.
But it was an ill-advised shot.
I'm just saying he has a lot of experience on his belt. A three-point attempt. The back of the rim. Rebound gathered. Oh, just
Stolen
thrown
away.
inside.
Here we go now.
Inside.
We should have something here.
Yes, we do. Just laying it off the backboard.
A finish by Law.
16-14.
Oh, almost stolen there.
Oh, bounce pass inside.
Nice.
Brilliantly done. This converting.
Very nice finish there by Troy Grant.
Well, once you name Grant, anything is possible. You're going to say it a couple more times before the
Well, he
game
was
is
trying to grant himself a wish and did so with the finish.
Oh, now three-point
Three-point
attempt. Sweetly done.
So Robinson with a three-pointer there.
His teammate knew it was going from once he left his hand. Three-point attempt on the other end. Rebound gathered. Back outside.
A three-pointer would tie the game. Two-pointer would put them 1 point down.
Dancing. Oh. A great
Very good
floater. This off the right hand of Grant. I told you before, you're going to say that name over and over. It's a 1 point lead for the Rivers. Over Horizon.
Law with the dribble, taking it down, makes a spin. And
Turn around beautifully. You know the song, Turn Around?
I believe so. Every now and then.
Don't start singing it, though. Don't start singing it.
Well, not the forte that I was born with, so I'll leave that alone.
1 point lead for the Rivers over Horizon. Horizon can cut the deficit, can go into the lead with this possession. Swinging the play on the left. Keeping that momentum. Oh, that's a blocking foul by Black. That was a block. He's asking, what did I do? What did you do? You stepped across and blocked his run. That's what you did.
Well, it's a David and Goliath situation. Black not being so tall.
Oh, two individuals going towards the ball. A three-point attempt hits the rim. And rebound gathered somewhat. Oh, loses possession. This was Sawyers. Giving
Now
it right
the opportunity
back to
comes.
Oh, try for alley-oop.
yes. Oh,
Beautiful.
yes.
Did you ask for basketball?
Yes, we did.
You asked for basketball being displayed inside the National Arena. Ivy, the poison man, finishing that play.
Yes, indeed.
Combination of passes. I thought they were going for the alley-oop first. However, one pass to another, and Ivy did the damage. They've gone back in the lead. We're talking about
Rebound
Horizon.
taken by the Horizon. And here they come up the floor with a nice move.
Oh, good shovel pass inside, but can't be handled at all by Gray. When they still have the possession, I'm talking about Horizon.
With just 9 seconds left in this first quarter.
And a 1 point lead.
And a 1 point lead for Horizon.
Horizon trying to close off. He counted down a 3 point attempt. It's in front of the rim.
He should shovel it up again.
3-pointer. Poor effort
Way
in the
off.
end by Maynard. And that ends the first quarter. 20 to how much?
It's
2019.
19 for the Rivers, 20 for Team Horizon at the end of this, the first quarter.
Now let's evaluate what we witnessed in that first quarter, though, with these two teams. Horizon, they came out and they rose somewhat over the Rivers. Rivers pegged them back, went in front, and the last 2 minutes of the game, Horizon took back the lead. It took them about 10 minutes or so to take back the lead, and they did just that. Your thoughts of what you witnessed in that first quarter?
Well, in the first quarter, what I saw was the Team Horizon coming out with a little more aggression, a little more determination, as it would seem, to try and get points on the board. They were moving up and down the court a lot more quickly and with a lot more deliberateness to trying to get the points off and get shots off and the most important thing is they were clamoring the boards for rebounds. So the Horizon got a few more second-hand shots, second opportunity shots than did the Rivers. Rivers, however, found themselves a little lethargic after a period and started standing around, especially on defense.
Well, we saw the Rivers themselves led by Black in that first, although they were behind somewhat the first part of the first quarter, first 5 minutes or so, they were spreading the ball a lot at the top of the arc. They were spreading the ball all around. And you saw not your favorite player, but Gordon, who was getting all the points outside. For the first couple of points went the way of Gordon. However, they changed from that.
Yes.
And they fell behind somewhat, but the running game started to work for them. You complained about it somewhat, but the running game started to work for them.
Yes, it did. It did, and it will yield some points and some value. But as I said, with the intent that the look in the eyes of the Horizon team, they weren't going to let that continue for too long. So they gathered themselves.
You saw their eyes from where you were?
Well, I have a very nice monitor. I have a very nice monitor in front
Yes,
of me.
you do, but I'm just saying, wow, the production team doing excellent work, though, for you alone to see the eyes. So 8 points for Ivy in the first quarter for Horizon, and 7 for Gordon, who we spoke about a short while ago for Rivers.
The big man, yes. But they went away from using Gordon eventually.
Yeah.
And went to the running game. But we're now back with quarter number 2. And the ball is in the hands of Black.
6-year-old Black. No look pass. Oh, it's stolen and read well on the break.
Almost a travel there.
Oh, can you almost travel? Come on, you didn't travel or you didn't travel. Either you pack your bags or you did not. In the meantime, ball swung to the left-hand side, deflected and stolen by Black. Very good defensive work.
Now that's a costly turnover at the start of the second quarter.
Brewer be introduced and he collects the ball and banks it in. Brewer getting his first 2 points of this game.
Brewer showing what size can do.
Oh yeah, he's a big man. 3-point attempt in the back of the backboard. Rebound gathered by Black.
Oh, he loses it. And here comes the Horizon.
Through Maynard. Maynard switching play to the right-hand side and finding
Ivy.
Ivy finishes.
And ball knocked out of bounds. I believe last touch. Oh, we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken by the Rivers, and they want to talk about what's happening. And at this time, it's still the Horizon team holding a 1-point lead over the Rivers.
So this is 10 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. And we have to pick up some of our sponsors right now. That the Jamaica Basketball Association, Ribbies Ultra Lounge, Elite One Recruiting, Global Pipeline Agency, Herbs and Thermostats, KFC, and Phoenix Health Complex. We have more to give you, though, because there are more sponsors. Without sponsors, you will not be watching this. Without sponsors, you'll not be listening to us. So without sponsors, you'll be home.
We appreciate our sponsors, we do. And for those of you who may be watching, if you're getting any footage at all, we can see Coach Alf Uramiki giving it to his players, trying to get them motivated to do what they need to do to take this 1-point lead even further.
Well, the camera was on Brewer a short while ago, number 22 in the blue jersey. How much do you think he weighs? Let's make a guess.
Armand Brewer, let's guess about that. I'm thinking, well, from what I know, his height is 6'5". He should be somewhere in the 200, 210 region.
210.
Yeah,
6'5".
that's my guess.
That weight? No,
That's
sir.
my guess.
No, sir.
Okay.
In the meantime, play continues. Second quarter resuming. We spoke about Brewer as
he is.
possession. He turns slightly, finding Brown. Then to
Sets
Sawyers.
the pick, does Brewer.
Sawyers with a
three-point
three-pointer.
shot.
And I think it came off Brewer, though. He's surprised. Right in front of the referee. He's surprised. Why would
Well,
he be
there you
surprised?
are, a full shot of Brewer. What would you
And you're
suggest
saying
his weight is?
210.
My guess is 210.
I'm going to show you something, though, very soon. In the meantime, the play switched back to the left-hand side. 20-foot jumper. Rebound gathered. This by Horizon.
Whistle on the
whistle
ground.
on the ground. So 22-21. Horizon, their lead in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, it's all about the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League. This is day one, the first of 2 games in the National Arena. We'll be here for the entire night.
Oh, we will be. And we will be enjoying it along with you.
Not
For those of you who are viewing from across the pond or anywhere
Across
you are
the
in the
pond?
world.
the pond?
Up the pond.
There's pond? What's that comment?
Please, leave it.
The pond.
Let it stand.
I will not leave that. No, the pond is there. So said Courtney Campbell. 22-21, that's a score.
Tuggle with the inbound pass to Black. And he's guarded and hounded heavily by Rashad Hall.
He almost got tripped up by the big man we spoke about earlier on. Black. Oh, sweet by Mr. Black.
Showing why he's still in the game at age 36.
Yeah. I'll tell you about the weight in a very short while after this play. Almost swung on the left-hand side, a fake, cutting inside, but it's poked away. It's poked away, but whose possession is? If it's poked away, though, well, I'm not the referee. I'm not right there. But the referee says reverse possession.
And you can see the obvious disappointment on Coke's face there. As the Rivers actually take a 1-point lead.
Black
With that last shot by Black.
called it again by Hall.
Oh, yes.
Swung to the left to Robinson. So now they're using the 2-man point guard with Black and Robinson. Showing his skills. Swinging to Black on the left. Back to Robinson.
Robinson fakes the 3 and then pulls it and misses badly.
Well, hits the net.
Rebound comes off ahead. And it's a jam.
Bring it down, big man.
That's it, Mr. Coke.
You were disappointed a short while ago. Disappointment has turned into excitement. 24-23, Horizon, their lead. Robinson in possession to Tuggle. Tuggle. Oh, fade away. 2-pointer failing to convert Tuggle. One was swung down to the
pass
other
ahead
end.
there.
Oh, what a fake.
Water. Sent him all the way to Never Land and finished with 2 points.
Mr. Hall, that was a brilliant fake. You're there with Michael Jackson, Never Land. My word. The big man, Michael Jackson. The greatest performer of all time, many may say.
Another steal there by Horizon. As I said, the intensity. Would you like some Coke with that?
Coke 1, Coke 2. 2 bombs by Coke. He's all smiles from ear to ear.
Indeed.
28-23, Horizon, their lead over Rivers.
Would the Rivers appreciate some Coke with that meal?
Oh, sliding through to the big man, using his soft touch but failing to land the basket. A bounce pass inside. And is that goaltending? No, it's not. And they're looking to the referee to say that's a goaltending. The referee says no. How did that look to you,
From
though?
here, it looked a little goaltending.
A little go. You use the small words, a little, a bit,
I try not
a little
to.
hot.
Yes. I try to give, you know.
Does it look like goaltending or not?
It looked like a goaltend from
That's
here.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying it is, though. 28-23, a 3-point attempt. It's the front of the rim.
Would have gotten his own rebound had he followed it.
Can he save it? Yes, brilliant.
They look like a volleyball team just now.
Well, he was trying to save it, and he did just that. 3-point attempt once again. Too long. So, Rivers just took off the big man. That's Brewer. So it's a smaller lineup. In the meantime, they've lost possession. Bounce
Question would
pass
be, does it
inside.
play for them? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Mr.
attempt to cool down the crowd. Some patrons getting up on their feet in the National Arena.
No one home on that shot.
Well, the doorbell didn't ring. But now just easy towing in. This on the hands of Law. After the excitement from the Horizon players. And he drives towards the basket.
Left him all alone right there.
But we have spoken about it, though. We've spoken about the Rivers, and their defense tends to go to sleep a lot.
They go to sleep standing around. No one's moving to the ball. No effort, no energy on the defense to stop a team like the Horizon who are trying to shine at their best.
Well, you saw the players of Horizon celebrating like they won the NFL.
Well, certainly. They got some great finishes just now. It's something to be proud about.
Yes, proud is one, but the celebration, though, was heavy. And not criticize the celebration, though, but they need to keep that momentum for the end of the second quarter, the first half.
Definitely. And don't take the Rivers team for granted. They are a solid team. They just need to get themselves together and start doing what they need to do. At this time, I'm not even sure what Coach Phil Edwards, what strategy Coach Phil Edwards will now try to use. He went with the small lineup. The Horizon team blew it apart. He had the mixed lineup. And there's the dunk there by Ivy to finish that fantastic series of finishes by Horizon.
Ivy landing that, though, but there were two dunks before from Coke. Coke 1, Coke 2. He threw down the bomb. They're back on the court after that timeout. In terms of more sponsors on the cards, Phoenix Health Complex, Athletic Fusion, Short Time Medical, also in the house. Confectionery and Snacks Jamaica.
And we retake the floor with the Horizon team leading by 7 points. Horizon at 32, Rivers at 25. 6 minutes and 39 left in the second quarter.
Can I pick up my last sponsor? Olive Orange. In the meantime, Donald Sung to the right-hand side. In the hands of Law. Law looking to his left, though. Trying a 20-foot jumper and burying it.
That's a good-looking shot.
By Law. So 27-32.
The lead down to 5.
Yes, it is.
Now we have big man versus big man, and a whistle on the no whistle on the play.
Whistle on the play. But why did he stop, though? There's no whistle from the crowd, though. Why did he stop?
He expected a whistle. I believe he was expecting a whistle on the flop. So he might have been expecting to go to the line to shoot two.
Play the whistle. Your coach from UN pre-primary school tell you all of that. Play the whistle. Brown stopped, and like the world stopped, they realized, oh, the world is going. I must go too.
Indeed, indeed.
Second quarter action for this Elite One Caribbean Basketball League opening game.
Oh, another steal there by Horizon. They've been doing quite well on the defensive end, and it shows in the fact that they're leading.
Well, it's all hands of Brown. Stop that play. He goes back for the setup. He wants it. That's Brown. Inside. Poor marking that was from Tuggle. Just allowing White back him off. And what you're marking the man behind when the man is right under the rim?
It makes no sense. You need to push your player out, get them away from the rim, and hold the position.
Steal.
And another steal again by Horizon.
Brilliantly done and converting. That was brilliantly done by Gray. Bobby Gray, 4 points under his belt so far in this matchup.
If this continues, by the end of this game, we'll certainly be looking at the fact that the steals have made a big difference.
Yes, they have. Gray in possession for Horizon. The fake there by Gray, changing play to the right. Wanting, waiting, and worrying was McFarlane.
And you can see the energy again, as I told you. If you look closely, you'll see what I'm talking about now. The energy and deliberateness of Horizon. They are anxiously wanting to make things happen.
So only if I look close I see. I never knew
Rivers,
that.
on the other hand, are playing like a deer in headlights.
Oh my word. Again he
Again
flops.
with the flop, but he didn't stop this time, and he missed it. But he took it back and went again and made it. It's a three-point opportunity now for the big man.
One thing I can say about Nikolai Brown, he did it in the past, but he learned from his mistakes. And what he did a short while ago, did not hear the whistle, saw the flop like he was at the circus.
Yes.
And did not convert on the first attempt and the second. Great, he learned from what he did 5 minutes before.
Perfect. And it shows you that they're thinking in the game. He's thinking at what's happening now. And that's why I'm saying the energy flow is in the direction of the Horizon.
So a 10-point lead for Horizon over Rivers. Double digit. Oh, it's taken
Another
away.
steal.
It's taken away. This from Gordon. A 3-point play and converts.
Makes it.
Gray is certainly away.
He's been trying that three for a while now. It's got to fall at some point. And another steal.
Well, Gray gets a better black. Holds him off. Jiggles. And it calls a travel.
Called for the travel, but I believe there was contact and interference there.
Referee Michael
I
Johnson.
would not necessarily have made the call in the direction the referee did just now.
Referee Michael Johnson said he traveled from before the impact of the contact came. That's what referees say.
Well, that's the referee's job. That's what they're supposed to do.
Black. Shovel pass to the outside.
And there you see the Rivers are spreading the court completely wide with the hope that they can dribble, penetrate, and shoot.
Brilliantly done by Law.
But just how many of those shots do they have?
Well, we'll see, though, because we'll be here. I hope that you stay with us for the second game. This is the second quarter of the first. Sung on the right, 3-point attempt.
White chases down the
That's Brown.
That's Brown.
Big man Brown. On Sung to Gray. Gray with a 3-point at the top of the key. Rebound gathered by Brown. He fights him off, and there's a foul on Brown. He goes toward the line.
He will shoot two at the line. Very active under the rim are the Horizon team. This is what I was saying earlier. They are getting the second chance opportunities. They are getting the rebounds. They're battling and crashing the boards. And the Rivers are standing and watching.
Rivers are flowing away.
It would seem like the River is standing still.
Well, missing that first was Brown. Nikolai, his first name.
The sun on the horizon has dried the river.
Oh, my word. You did some literature back in the day, though, didn't you? Well, easy
It's
there.
the pair.
Converting the second. That's Brown. Eden expanded somewhat. As he Sawyer's losing the grip, loses possession. Here comes Horizon once again. No, the pass inside.
Nice bullet pass there.
Then to
Wisely
Gray.
takes it back out, and Gray with the finish.
Soft touch, Gray. He has come to play. So 9 points for Bobby Gray, 2 assists and 4 steals. Has been doing well, but more than well, you may say.
The Rivers have gone back. Hopefully they can get something more out of Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon is back on the court.
No holding. Referee Johnson says. He says he doesn't like to tell anyone his name, though.
Does it?
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. His name is Michael Johnson. Do you look at him, though? You know Michael Johnson,
The
Olympic
sprinter?
champion? Yes. Former world record holder in both the 4 and 2. He looks nothing like Michael Johnson.
Nothing.
I'm not saying he doesn't look
Spins,
athletic.
turns, nothing. Finally.
Oh, you act what Gordon will do. This is what Gordon will do.
But he's working too hard to get 2 points. The rest of his team needs to step in.
Gray Are you going all the way, Mr. Gray? No, he did not.
Not
He's signaling
today.
to the referee that he was hacked, he was fouled. The referee says none of that.
None of that, indeed, and it's telling that the Rivers team, we're looking for them to come together now as a team. It goes one pass and then a drive or a shot.
Well, again, here's Gordon from the wing, rebound gathered, back to Gordon, and he's fouled, he's going to the line. And fouled by McFarlane. So Gordon, who has been extremely active at the end of the first quarter, he scored 7 points.
He only has his first foul, however.
Really? So let's look at Gordon now for his first attempt of 2 from the free throw line. Oh, he misses the first. Think he's a bit winded.
Could be. He's been working very hard down low.
Well, you said that earlier on. And you as a basketball player back in the day when you were representing Jamaica and when you were a walk-on, let's not forget that.
Let's not forget.
Do you think being winded would cause you to shoot short? Oh, poor handling. Poor handling.
Very fortunate to get that back.
Turning around jumper, and he scores. That's McFarlane. Falling on the other end, scoring on the other.
Well, he was left alone right there at the corner of the key right there.
I don't like
Made good on it.
I don't like the intensity of the defense from the Rivers.
Gordon again fighting his way in and blocked this time.
We're at the block party here in the
By
National Arena.
Brown.
All under the rim. McFarlane once again, back-to-back 2-pointers from McFarlane.
18-point lead with 36 seconds on the clock.
Antoine McFarlane, 5 points and 1 rebound. Getting 4 of the 5 in 1 minute, you may say. 3-pointer. It's the rim. It's from Gordon.
Those are desperation heaves now. They know the time is running out. They know they're behind. They're desperately throwing stuff up just to get out of this quarter, this half.
Gray, will he go for the last final shot? Oh, it's blocked. I said we were at a block. I said we were at a block party though. And 49-31 in favor of the Horizon over the Rivers. 49-31 extending their lead. At the end of the first quarter, it was 20-19. They had a 1-point lead. However, 1 point has certainly grown somewhat at the end of the second.
Indeed, and the sun is shining bright in the horizon. I must say. But as I've been saying, the intensity, the will, the desire seems a lot stronger on the side of the Horizon team, who seem to be putting more things together. They're making more passes, they're making magnificent defensive steals, and they're positioning under the rim for the fallout rebounds that come after each shot.
Now, that's been said, that we saw what happened. But how can that be corrected, and what matchup should you have on the court?
Well, on the court, firstly, what I'm seeing that the Rivers would need to do, they need to get themselves back into their team rhythm. So they need to start positioning within the half court. They need to start working the players around and utilize the players that are functioning. Gordon, for instance, is one of their functional players. They need to create the space for Gordon to hit the rim. At this point, what it is we come across, we make a pass, we pass it to Gordon, and everybody stands and watch and hopes that he makes a point.
But my thing is that Gordon, maybe, just maybe though, Coach Edwards knows the fitness of Gordon, because you saw him being taken off in that first quarter. At least he played at least half of that first quarter. In that second quarter, when he was brought on, he looked exhausted.
He did.
So that should tell me that he's not 100% in terms of his fitness.
It would certainly seem that way, and that would then beg the question: who else on the Rivers team is going to step up? They need the other players to step up.
Well, Law is not playing too bad, though. He's handling the ball inside of the arc. But guess what? They went to the big man Brewer. He scored 2 points. Did not work out for them at all, but they did not continue.
They didn't.
And they've changed. They went to small players on the court. That has not been working for them at all.
It has not worked, and it now begs the question: what can Coach Phil Edwards actually do?
Well, I think, though, they need to bring back the big man on the court. That's just my thing, though. I'm not the national player like yourself. I'm not the walk-on like yourself. But I'm just saying that they need to bring back the big man on the court and slow it down. Him playing with the back towards the basket, I don't think, in terms of his height, he's not as tall as White or as Brown. However, what he can have, or what he has, pardon me, is that he has strength, more so than both centers.
He does have strength, and he does have a bit more ball handling than any of the other big players. So he does have an advantage there, but it doesn't serve his purpose well if he has to take on 2 and 3 players to try and get to the hoop. So his other players have to get involved, so we dish off, get it back to him, and he can then make his move to the rim.
They used a combination, I'm talking about the Rivers team, they used a combination of 2 guards with Robinson and Brown on the court. It did not work out for them at all, but they were trying to spread, and Brown was more so not the main point guard. Brown was cutting inside. And Robinson was at the top of the key. He was trying to position and handle the situation. Never worked out for them. They're trying different combinations, but they've seemed like they're lost in space.
It would seem that way. Coach Edwards has a lot to talk about just now in this halftime break. I do look forward to see what he will come back with.
Before we take our break, though, what about Horizon, though, and Coach Alf Ramicki? Should he tell them that, okay, continue on the same path? Let us continue from where we left off at the end of the second quarter and the first half. Or should we say we tweak something at the start of the third quarter?
Well, definitely now what they need to do is, before they tire out their players, I don't know what their physical condition is. They do need to start working more as well with more passing, a few more touches of the ball for some of the other players, because they are moving in position very well. So a little more passing could help them a little bit, but I really don't think they have much to tweak at this point.
They don't have much to tweak?
I don't think they would have to tweak very much at this time.
Well, Gray has stepped up in a huge way and leading from the front, handling the possession, and in terms of the driving towards basket, a loose ball possession, he knows what to do. He knows how to handle it. He knows the tempo. And he is the man, I think, in front, or leading from the front from this Horizon team.
And he is reading the plays very well and dishing when he needs to dish. And again, one of the things that I'm very, very, very impressed with is the level of intensity that Horizon maintains on defense. They do not seem to want to stop. So they're picking at every pass, which is why they have come up with so many steals. And we're going to get the stats on the steals and let you know, because that is a big telling opportunity for them to stay in the lead.
Well, they have some activities on the court now, but we're going to take a break, though.
Let's go, young boy!
So Ivy is on 12 points. Before we take the break,
so some of the players that have really, really impressed us and stepped out is, for example, from Horizon is the number 29, Anton Ivy.
here comes Anton Ivy. Where is he? No, that's not Ivy. That was Gray.
That is Gray finishing the play there. But Gray, along with Ivy, along with Brown, they've been really impressive for Horizon.
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's all about the second half of this Elite One Caribbean Basketball League opening game between the Rivers and the Horizon. At the end of the first half, is 49-31 in favor of Horizon. Sean Grant and my good friend Corey Campbell will be back.
men's roll basketball. Adirondacks has a wide range of breathtaking vitamins and supplements for adults and children who help support a strong immune system. Adirondacks is sampling its full range of effervescent, talented, orange, and blackbird. Visit them at our site based on show some love. Thank you. Register at the front corner. We got a car that's blocking somebody. You got a victory enjoy your license plate. 6922 HD. License plate. 6922 HD. They're going to get code if you're blocking somebody. You don't want that to happen. So if you have a car license plate, 6922 HD, please move your car. Thank you. We got another half basketball for you. Live from Kingston, Jamaica. E1 CBL Women's Basketball. Phase 1. Jamaica Basketball Association. Proudly presenting the Women's Soccer Basketball. Come join us tomorrow, Wednesday, next weekend, for the finals.
Back to the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League opening game between Rivers and Horizon. I'm Sean Grant alongside Courtney Campbell. First half completed, getting ready for the third quarter in the second half. Are you ready, Courtney?
I am very ready, and I'm looking forward to a more fired up, energized River team to see if, you know, what happened in the first half they can correct and make better in the second half.
Well, I guess you're praying, though. Vernon has been brought on for Rivers in the second half. Also there on the court, we spoke about Gordon in the number 5 jersey, and Robinson starting in the point guard position. That's a team in the blue. In the red, you have Grant on the court. Also there is White finding Grant. So third quarter on running, you may say, on the way. 2-point attempt, poorly executed though, and gathered by Tuggle.
A little more patience and a little more movement could have made that a better possession for them coming out of the halftime break.
Foul inside on Gordon.
Not happy with the contact there.
He was acting like he was going towards the line though, but there's no way he should be going towards the line. Is he going towards the line? No.
No, it's not a shooting foul.
He should not be happy.
He doesn't look happy.
I'm just asking though. Robinson with a three-pointer. Rebounded, tossing inside though. The big man White comes away with it for Horizon. Oh, beautiful pass back outside to the three-pointer. And shot short outside the arc.
Got it down low inside and wasn't able to handle it. Kicked it back out and the three-point shot was off.
Well, Gordon there being fouled. He's now becoming aggressive in the third quarter.
Which is what he needs to do, but his team needs to support. He needs the support from his team.
Well, now he goes towards the line, was driving towards the basket. Shooting foul. 2 chances to cut the deficit. 18-point lead for Horizon over Rivers. Seems like that halftime break has helped him somewhat.
Well, he did need a rest, so he should be a little more fired up just now.
And let me say this again, as a walk-on, you should know.
We probably need to define what walk-on would actually mean, but that's okay.
I think everybody who's listening knows, though.
And he makes the first free throw.
Converting the first, going for the second. Got the deficit to 17, trying for 16.
And does so well.
I think he was exhausted, really was exhausted at the end of the second quarter. Oh, deflected outside of the hands of Gordon. Horizon, they have possession. 17-point or 16-point lead. Bounce pass inside. Back outside to the hands of White. White looking for Grant, was taken away.
A clumsy pass there.
Tuggle.
Broken up.
Oh, Tuggle. Was he fouled? Yes, he was. Says the referee. Referee Johnson. Was it Johnson or Richardson? Richardson, that is. Sporting the dreadlocks.
In front of Tuggle, who's also sporting
the dreadlocks. Well, he's a short dreadlocks to the long dreadlock of Richardson. He's had that hairstyle for nearly quarter century. So the self-turnover by Elite.
And part of the reason why they're actually...
Part of the reason why they're actually what?
Why they're actually behind in the scores.
Yeah. So, Rivers, Elite Rivers, and Elite Horizon. In the meantime, Grant bounce pass inside.
Nice pass
That
there.
was a cut. He was like a surgeon with the knife just to find Cook, who could not convert. However, he will go towards the line. Did I tell you that Grant is a good player? Did I tell you that?
You did mention something of that nature, but I just wish Coke had finished that shot.
Oh, that was a beautiful cut there from Cook with that pass coming from Grant. Sending him to the line, the foul committed on Cook, failing to convert the first of 2 from the free throw line. 49-33. That's the score line. We'll change it to 50. Good half century for Horizon.
There you go, Jaden Coke with 7 points, 2 rebounds so far.
Robinson, bounce pass inside.
Stolen again, oh my goodness.
Looking for Vernon though. Vernon a little bit sloppy though. But Vernon wasn't aggressive enough.
But again, you see what I'm talking about. They're poking at everything. There's no pass that goes unchallenged.
Oh, it's another steal coming from White. Holds on the play to Grant. Grant, long pass down the court. Inside, cutting and finishing. Brilliantly done.
Beautiful finish from White.
Oh my word. Now you asked for team basketball, and there it was given to you like a child being handed a candy.
A 37-year-old child.
Yes. Sawyers in possession. A three-pointer from Sawyers. Bit too long there. Rebound gathered. Arnold swung to the left. No, the pass was read well by Tuggle.
Coke should have taken that straight to the hoop, taken the contact, and a three-point play would have been his. Good play there from Gordon.
Yeah. Using the board like he was at home. Chopping board, that is. I'm assuming that he can cook. Inside. Grant drives towards the basket. Soft touch.
Gets the roll. A nice bounce there from Mr. Ellison.
Ellison, actually.
Mr. Ellison gets that one to fall. Very, very lucky. But they call that the shooter's roll, I would imagine.
Is that luck? Oh, come on, is that luck?
It's a shooter's roll. Again, this is what I'm saying. Every possession is being challenged. The ball is in somebody's hands. Horizon are challenging them for it.
Yeah.
For a pass, they're challenging it. And this is why they're now ahead by 19 points.
Well, guess what? Sawyers did not like that challenge at all.
I wouldn't like it either if I was Sawyers.
Well, you had something to say, though. In fact, not something, and not all you would say a bit. You had a lot to say. Three-pointer coming from Robinson, failing to convert. Arnold poked away. I think it came off the hand of Vernon on the number 10.
Vernon.
Yes, it did. Horizon back in possession.
Horizon are setting picks. Horizon are driving on the roll. And they're challenging for the rebound.
Trying to tip it in, though, but he went too late. The ball had already passed the rim. And Gordon going from end to end, but tipped away. Vernon gathers the rebound and trying to go in from the left-hand side was Tuggle. But Gordon loses possession, and he's not happy with the call from referee Michael Johnson.
He can't figure out how he got the call to go the other way. He thought the ball was poked out of his hands.
Well, guess what? Ershad and Johnson having a word. Is Ershad going to overrule him? No, he's not.
No, he's not. White takes a seat.
Walks across, and walks past our board.
In comes Brown.
Not a big man.
They swap big for big. Well, big for bigger.
Well, that I'll agree with. Cutting inside. Soft hands and finishing.
A nice roll.
Sweetly done. This by Ivy. Juggle. For the Rivers. Oh, then.
Broken up.
Not for the first time, Vernon failing to hold on.
Oh my goodness. Messed up a nice move by Tuggle, who beat his man very well, dished it off. Oh!
Three-pointer again. The man that they call Coke.
That's the third Coke.
That's the third Coke. He's having a lot this evening. Had two slam dunk Cokes earlier this afternoon or this evening. Robinson with a three-pointer.
At what point are the Rivers going to realize their three-point shots are not going down?
Well, let's see this one here. I thought he would have gone in from Gray. Rebounded by the big man and converted by the big man Brown.
Brown cleaning it up again.
Brown in town. Always in town, though.
11 points, 3 rebounds so far, 2 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals.
Here's Gordon backing into the basket. And offensive foul.
Offensive foul there by Gordon.
Coke flopped. But I would have thought of it, though, in two minds, though, because Coke was moving.
He was, but the referees said the feet were set and planted, and he was just outside the key. The movement had to be a foul.
That was close. That was close. Went the other way. Gordon not liking that decision at all.
And that's his second foul.
Oh, twisting and turning. And this by Gray. Not being able to convert. Oh,
there we go again with the attempted steals.
Oh, turnaround jumper coming from the hands of Black. But he goes the other way. Gray switches to the top of the key. Such a set that was. But rebound, though clumsy that was from Welch, was being introduced in the Rivers team. He wears the number 17 jersey. And all eyes were on Grant. Any person think that he would have easily converted that, how he has been playing this evening.
And just a point to note, Welch is one of their 17-year-olds.
When he gets a run, he gets an opportunity to display his skills. Black had a chance to take a three-pointer, comes inside and takes a two-pointer, not even touching the rim.
A little bit of a tussle there. There's looked a little.
What about that shot, though, from Black?
That shot had no chance. But it shows that, as I said, it's one pass. Everybody stands around and waits till somebody takes that shot.
Great inside, and you beautifully done. Oh my word. Mr. Ivy stinging this evening for Horizon.
Yes, he is. Like a vine, he's weaving his way through everything.
Oh, going around.
Nice move by Mr. Gordon.
Going through the back door.
He's showing why he still has some moves left.
Let's hope he has. For his sake. Brown with a three-pointer. The big man.
Now the challenge becomes, will the Horizon team become complacent with this lead that they have amassed?
Well, it's a 17-year-old wearing number 17, being harassed all around, realizing it's a piece in the big man's shoes. But he's giving it all he has.
17 years old from St. James, Jamaica.
See, just outside the arc. That's Mandani. But then Gordon.
Ill-advised. No rebound, no offensive rebound attempted there.
Oh,
and there's the finish.
That's soft. That's soft. That is soft like a baby's buttocks. This coming from Brown. Smooth. Outside of the arc, a three-point attempt. Oh, that was a great from Mandani.
That would be the first one that has gone down for them in several minutes, in several shots, attempts.
Mandani, though, came on in that first quarter and made no impact whatsoever. Now in the third, trying to do just that.
We knew there would be a call on that one. He had the rim to himself, chose to make that additional pass, which wasn't necessary. He could have gone straight up with that one.
Well, guess what? Present time is a 15-point lead, Horizon over Rivers. And we're just in the third quarter. Can I use the term, your term, just in the third quarter, just a bit? Almost a steal from Robinson. And the ball poked away. Will be Rivers possession, though.
It will be.
65-40, 15-point lead.
Rashad Hall back on for Horizon.
Down, looking for the big man, Brown. And woo,
went down hard, grabbed his knee on the way down. I'm not sure. Is he okay?
Well, he's sitting up, though. And everyone of his teammates seem concerned. And Brown is up. But White is there. Now they have two big men on the court, and that's the Horizon team. A ploy that they'll have been using every now and again in this game.
Yes, and it works because their big men are active and moving. The big men for Rivers are standing. Everybody on the Rivers team on the offensive end, they stand around the perimeter and allow the one shot to go off. Nobody challenges the rebound on the board. And that has to change. Coach Phil has to get that right. He has to get that changed.
Brown with the first. Made now to a 16-point lead. And then a 17-point lead for Horizon over Rivers.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
3 minutes and some ... You may call it. Oh, twist and turn though, but
Lost
it gets
it again.
away. But here now going towards basket is Gray. Laying it in is Gray and extending the lead once again for Horizon. Oh, try a little doozy there. That's Sawyers. Failing to convert on that attempt. Stepped loud, stepped long. Did not reach the basket. Gray bounce pass inside. Twisting and turning. Shifting somewhat. And then all alone. Was that White? Yes, it was.
That's some 37-year-old basketball right there.
Yeah, yeah. Was that the basketball you were talking about?
Yes.
You wanted to see some basketball? And Donnie switching play to the right to find Law. Going towards
Blocked
the rim.
away.
Woo! That was slapped away, more so than blocked. Gray for three-pointer. Oh, my word! Gray certainly extending the lead. He's hot right now.
So Maynard with the block, Bobby Gray with the shot, and now has 14 points. And another steal by the Horizon. This time by
Here's
Rashad
it
Hall
up.
to
Oh, to the
White.
big man. Woo!
Who said you can't dunk after your 30s?
Well, Hall to White. I didn't hear anybody saying a long three-pointer, and he answers. Oh, my word.
That's a Hail Mary, and Mary answered.
Dave Black. Was it Black, though? Or Robinson?
It was Robinson.
Robinson, pardon me.
9 points for him.
Well, trying to answer the call was Gray. And the ball tipped outside. Not happy at all was Brown. He thought he should have grabbed that rebound. But on the 2 minutes to go to complete the third quarter, Horizon stepping away from the River.
And they're stepping away hard.
Far?
They're stepping far away.
Far.
Far.
Well, I'm using your term, far. Well, my friend would normally say a country mile. Country mile is different, turning around beautifully. Ah, no look pass, though, ill-advised. Into the crowd. Once again, going
That's
towards the
Rashid.
basket and
That's
converting.
Rashid Maynard there.
Woo!
That might be his first 2 points.
Chance for a three-point play.
Rashid Maynard with his first 2 points of the game.
The lead has galloped away. My good friend beside me, CC, that's Courtney Campbell, says it's far.
It's far. It's a long way to run for that river.
But no other friends would say they've gone a country mile. What's the difference between a country mile and a town mile?
I have yet to figure that out.
It's not hard to find out.
I wish you would tell me, though.
Have you ever been to the country?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever asked for instructions?
Oh, yes.
Just round the corner?
Just down the corner, make the
Okay.
turn, round the saw, and just go a little further.
Maybe 3 miles, like it's a mile to them.
Oh, a good move there. All the way, and makes it. Finally, we're seeing some life in Dave Black, but it's just a one-man game.
Well, can you send for the postcard? He delivered it all the way and to answer right back.
Rashad Hall.
Woo!
And that should be his first three-pointer, but his 5th point of the game.
Calculations doing right now. My good friend. Oh, that's a block. Is that a foul? That's a foul, and Sawyers. I think he goes to go towards the line. But still Horizon running away with it. No, he does not. The foul came before.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, yes. Went for an alley-oop. And using his body, though.
Showing a little bit of athleticism right there.
Don't worry about
Sawyer.
it.
And finally a steal on the other end this time.
Well, they've given him the possession, using his long arms to convert. Sawyers has woken up on him, steal again.
Another attempted steal.
Oh, and it goes the other way.
Are we
Horizon
seeing a
possession.
turning of the tide?
Good words. But no.
In this river.
Well, if there is a tide in the river, you're not at the river. In the meantime, switching to the right. Brilliant.
And that's Maynard again with another 2.
Brilliantly done.
It's now his 4th point of the game. Black trying to get across the half line, almost loses it. Shot
Long
up by
3-pointer becoming a pass. But the buzzer had went. I thought the buzzer went before the ball was released.
No basket. Referee waved it off.
Right toggle.
The referee has waved it off.
So end of the 3rd quarter. And what a 3rd quarter it was for Horizon.
Seems like 84-49.
Yes, it is. So it was a good 3rd quarter, more so for Horizon, though. That much I can say for this team. And they scored maybe over 30 points in this 3rd quarter.
Well, they certainly have their work cut out for them to try and get back to a challenging point in terms of getting scores and points back on the board. But it's not impossible.
No, it's not.
It's absolutely not impossible.
So they're huddled there out from Mickey, not doing any of the talking at all. The head coach with a white cap on his head in a red shirt to the left of the screen.
That's Mr. Remicky.
So he's not doing any talking at all. He's allowing the assistant and the players to do the talking. He's quite comfortable.
Well, they should be.
So, but some highlights of the 3rd quarter.
And here we see some more of what the Horizon have been doing. Excellent 3-pointers here by Bobby Gray. Here comes Maynard now, showing what he can do with a nice finish under pressure. And Sir Black for the Rivers with some nice handles, taking it all the way and finishing.
Like a mailman from one end to the next, delivering on the other side of the hill. So getting ready for the 4th quarter, players are coming back on the court, the players from Horizon, because Rivers already on the court. They're ready to play. Does that mean a different Rivers team for the 4th and final quarter?
Let's see what happens.
Not much we'll say. Can they do anything at all, though, CC, in terms to peg back their way in this game? With this huge deficit they've left themselves in.
I didn't catch that. Repeat.
Can they do anything at all to peg back themselves in the game? I'm talking about Rivers. What else they can do to come back in the game?
They're going to have to try and play some defense. And I see they're now going into a pickup, man-on-man defense. And that looks like what they're going to try to do to get back some points. Maybe come away with some steals and some quick points on the board, and hopefully they can amass enough to give them a little more feeling. And there we go with the steal,
well,
exactly as I said.
You mentioned before about the steals, and there it came.
So if they can keep this up and maintain that pressure, that full court pressure defense.
What a block that was from behind by Maynard.
We'll take that because it was a good attempt at the rim. So we'll take that.
Who are we?
As in the Rivers.
Okay. Half of the River team now. Next thing is start the River dance. A 3-point attempt.
But those are the shots that are putting them in trouble.
Well, he said it from before, from the 2nd quarter. Bounce pass inside to the big man who can't handle it. I think the first time he's on court, that looks to be Lawrence. So
Tuggle with a behind the back pass.
what's the comment
We
on
have
the
a
play
whistle
though?
on the play.
So Lawrence been introduced, no Brown, no White at the start of the fourth and final quarter for Horizon.
Well, at this point, they literally have no need to extend those guys beyond their level of fatigue.
Oh, tipped in. That was laid in. This coming from Tuggle. But brilliant move that was from the 17-year-old Welsh. Great footwork. And just by seeing that, you know that he is a good dancer. Don't ask me why. 3-point attempt.
There's going to be a call on that play. Definitely a call on that play.
Oh, Lawrence.
Lawrence with the hand in the back.
You know there's no age beside Lawrence.
There is none.
And I'm looking at Lawrence and seeing why.
Do you see his size?
Yes, that's why I won't say anything.
Here come the Rivers.
Robinson drives the basket. They're asking for the basket to be counted.
There's no way they can count that basket.
That whistle came long before. And there are some cheers in the stands here at the National Arena. But can't make it out what they're saying though.
They seem to be River fans, I think.
Another foul again on Robinson.
This time the foul is actually on Rashad Hall. The foul is actually on Rashad Hall this time.
In the meantime, driving towards the basket. A bit heavy though. Trying to lay it in. Here comes once again the team in red, Horizon. Oh, was in the air, had nowhere to go. Trying to pass it out, but read well by Tuggle. Lays it off to the 17-year-old, takes a shot, hits the rim. Rebound gathered by Horizon.
They still haven't gotten the last part of what they need to do, which is to challenge the boards on the shots.
Lawrence fighting for the rebound with a 17-year-old Welch. Here once
Black
again.
going all the way.
Black, can he deliver like he did before? No, he cannot. Robinson gets the position, or the possession, pardon me.
No.
And Black can't handle.
Loses it out of bounds.
Now Black, we spoke about his age and experience earlier on. That has not worked in his favor in this game.
Indeed. They will have another opportunity, though. They will have other games to play, but they will necessarily need to learn from this one.
Yes, they do. As Law finds the 17-year-old Welch back inside. This to Tuggle.
Tuggle.
Puts the ball on the floor, taking a jumper.
No rebounders from River. The
McFarlane
Rivers rebound is dry.
taking a three-pointer. And the rebound, though, goes the other way. I thought it came off the left arm of Robinson. And referee Johnson says no, it's going to be Rivers' possession.
And it's a full team sub for Horizon and the Rivers.
Still early, though.
They made a full team sub. They came back with Ivy, the poisonous one.
Oh, then for Mandani in possession.
Robinson
Finding
with a
Robinson.
three.
Gray for Horizon. Switching play on the left to Coke. On the right-hand side, finding Grant.
Oh my goodness!
Call his name. Can you call his name?
Troy Grant.
Oh my word. Sweetly done by Grant.
Left them
86-51.
standing in his shadow.
No good.
Donnie though with some aggression on the defensive end. Gray for Horizon, taking a three-pointer. The back of the rim, tipped away. This before White could not show.
Stolen by Gray again.
Woo!
Now he takes it to the hole. Overdose!
We've waited so long!
That is what we came to see.
The poisonous Ivy delivering.
Yes. Woo! 18 points for Ivy. 3 rebounds.
And not to forget about the assist.
And the full court pressure continues. This is why they are where they are in the scores.
So with Robinson going from end to end. Let's
Look at this play from Bobby Grant. With the alley-oop dish to Ivy. Woo. Nice finish there from Poisonous Ivy, as you choose to call him.
Yeah, yeah. So that's great, 5th assist in this matchup. He's like a what? Young man leading the orchestra.
That's
pulling the
exactly what he
strings.
needs to be. He needs to be the choir master right there. He's calling his play. There you go.
Oh, it's stolen by
there.
Robinson. Robinson goes towards the basket.
Has it stolen back and loses it off his leg.
I'm holding my head right now. I'm in a bit of quandary. Robinson had some speed going towards the basket, but Gray came around, slapped it away from him, came off the body of Robinson, went outside. Where was his body all along to protect?
I don't know. And here comes White, losing it out of bounds. It came off of the Rivers team. I believe it came off of
Mandani, number 16, the man in your screen.
Inbound pass.
Outside, a three-pointer. Oh, that was a long
And there you
three-pointer
have
from
it.
Coke.
3.
Coke again. Oh! Oh, my word from Robinson.
Coke almost put a splash on that.
Going for a 3rd dunk of the game. But Robinson says, you're not doing that tonight. Sending him to the line.
But not wanting to say I told you so, there were 3 red shirts to 1 blue shirt on the rebound just now, which is why that happened.
I'd love to see that replay, though. That would be a flagrant or not?
No, it's not a flagrant. That wouldn't be flagrant.
So we got called one more time for the give basket. We got 1 minute.
Let's look at Coke.
Number 3.
Misses the first, misses the second, but again they're challenging for the rebound.
Robinson goes toward the line, though. In possession. Trying to lay it off on the right to Tuggle. Let's look back on the play,
Here it is.
though.
Here it is.
Lays it off. Woo! No, I wouldn't call it a flagrant because he went up and then Robinson was just right under him.
Another up.
So he didn't move his leg to actually take him under.
Yeah.
It's a good call by the referee.
Yeah, it was an involuntary contact there, but there goes Coke with a block, another block. On the defensive end, they're not letting up. Horizon is not letting up. They're not letting them back in.
Why should they, though?
With 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game, what could they possibly try to do now that would make a difference if they don't change their ways?
Grant going for a floater. Rebound gathered by Williams. For Rivers. Robinson.
Robinson on the
Skips
drive,
around,
dishes
lays
to
it
no
down.
one.
But here comes Gray. Swinging the play outside and finishing the play is the big man who?
Mr. Coke.
Oh my word. Mandani went for an alley-oop and converted. Brilliantly done this by
Put
Tuggle.
over the top by Tuggle.
Tuggle keeps it away. And pokes the way from Grant. And it's going to be Horizon possession.
Well, the fans certainly don't.
So the crowd support coming out.
I think there's somebody checking in that they like.
Sutherland, I think. They're calling out, belling a name.
That's
Sutherland.
the number 17, Fabian Sutherland. The 6'8" from Harborview, Jamaica.
Woo.
26 years old, 245 pounds.
I'd like to get a scale for those weight. Well, the man Sutherland
There is
comes in.
his first shot, and it's good!
You hear the
Way
crowd.
to enter the court!
You hear the crowd.
Mr. Sutherland!
Look at the crowd getting on their feet. 3-point attempt to cool the crowd, and connecting is Robinson. They're just on their feet for Sutherland. They're asking for him. He came on the court. His first touch was a 2-point basket. Sutherland wants more.
And he's fouled. Fouled by the other big man, Brewer, who incidentally,
so Jaden Law for Rivers. Okay, play continues till no pass outside of the arc, and 4-shot taken. Trying to convert was Cook, but Sutherland gaining the rebound, finding the man under the rim, but it's slapped away by Mandani. Goes towards the basket, failing to convert.
here comes Coke. Down the line with the pass. Oh, made the travel. Didn't release it in time.
So what we had here on the paper, we were calling Law, Brewer Law. So the mix-up on the paper
Yeah.
is 12 and 22.
Okay.
So Armand Brewer is the 12, and who is on the court now is Jaden Law in the number 22. We do apologize to their parents if they're killing us. So outside for Robinson,
no
the
good.
3-pointer. So into touch, got to be.
At any point in time, there are 3 or more red shirts battling for rebounds, both defensively and offensively. That's making a big difference in this game.
If you're just joining us for the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League opening game, coming to an end. The big man, oh!
That's the switch up now. We say that is Jaden Law.
That's Law, carrying the authority. Is he the sheriff?
Well, he's certainly trying to.
He's a big man.
Marshal
That's
the law.
beautifully done by Grant, finding Sutherland to get his second basket in this matchup. He's from East Kingston.
Everything that Sutherland does is going to attract a roar from the crowd.
Robinson.
Robinson with a nice move, got stolen away by Gray. Here comes Gray, looking ahead, makes the shot, and it's good.
All the way downtown.
We are now at a century, I believe, for Team Horizon.
17 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists and 6 steals for Bobby Gray. No look pass inside to Law from Tuggle, but the whistle came before. So you see the referee, Ershad, is in your screen a short while ago. So it will be Rivers' possession. And Danny.
The 17-year-old dishes it off. Vernon tries a shot.
Can turn his Vernon, but Welch was under the basket, but they overpowered him. Gray with another 3-pointer. I thought he was going downtown though, but I thought the ball came off the hand of Sutherland.
Sutherland caused the turn, the ball to go out off of the Rivers team.
I'd like them to see that again though, to be honest. I thought it came off Sutherland.
Sutherland tapped it to the hand of the Rivers player.
Oh my word, what a tap that was. Bounce pass inside to Grant.
Gray checks it.
3-pointer from
if he
Gray.
gets it, and he does!
Woo! I said downtown, we're going further. Are we going to Port Royal?
We're being taken on a trip on this horizon.
He's hot, 20 points for Gray. Mandani, taken away from Mandani. Gray wants it. He's going to get it.
Gray's going to give it up.
Gray.
Gets it up to Coke!
I'm on my feet. Coke, you're here. Not once, Not twice, not 3 times,
stolen
but
again.
4 times. Grant with a 3-pointer.
Rebound, Gray. Gray checks. Sends it back out to Sutherland for 3. Yes!
That's it. That's it. The whole crowd on their feet inside
Everybody's on their feet
the
now.
National Arena. Woo! Sutherland has brought the crowd to life. Law lays it off, looking for Tuggle.
Tuggle loses it.
Oh my word, Tuggle could not hold on. Sutherland, the crowd pleaser.
Let's ask the question. Why did it take so long for Sutherland to hit the floor?
Guess what? Look to your right, not on the screen though. Just to your right, you see Alfred Mickey. He's a coach of the Horizon team. Tuggle with the foul. Let's look
Here's
back
the
at what
replay.
happened.
First starts off with the steal. The dish ahead to Gray. Gray off the glass. And Coke with the finish.
Not once, twice, or 3 times, but 4 huge dunks for Coke. He has been exploding this afternoon or this evening inside of the arena.
Ooh, this is a...
So looking on.
That's Marquis Ellison.
Missing both. Missing both. They'll get the possession though.
So we know they're going to be working on free throws over the next couple of days.
Them or him. Come on, Ellison, you have to do better than that. They weren't horrible, but they weren't that good.
Minute 38 left in the game. I believe at this point, they would say the fat lady has started singing.
Well, the fat lady left the building earlier on because she sang from the 3rd quarter. And she said, okay, that's it, I'm going home. In the meantime, Sutherland! Woo, can he finish?
Showing some handles there.
Oh my word, it's 17-year-old Welch tossing for the possession with Grant, showing that, oh, I'm 17, but I'm strong. But before those, Sutherland showing his dribbling skills.
Yes, indeed. At all of 6 foot 8 inches. I told you, the big people in this game now have handles like the small ones used to.
How tall are you, though?
Me?
I am not talking to anyone else.
Oh.
You're right beside me.
Oh.
You're the only person here.
I was listed at 6'3".
You're listed. I'm glad you said that, though. Listed. And Danny, no look pass down, though. He'll advised and gave away the possession, looking for Welch. Over the outstretched arms of Welch. Under 2 minutes to go to complete the first of 2 games. Elite One Caribbean Basketball League.
Off to a wonderful start. And I'm loving the stands. They're filled.
3-pointer by Sutherland, short. That would have made everyone run out of their seats. They stood up earlier on. They would have ran out. Went for the steal, though. Meantime, soft hands. Don't know, though, what Williams was trying to do.
Now they're battling on the boards.
And young man Welch, he was battling, gained his own rebound. It's after 10.
Ellis. That's Maynard, is it?
Yes, it is. Taking a 3-pointer.
38 seconds left in the game.
Well, guess what? Has been an entertaining affair. This first of 2 games.
At this point, the difficulty would be choosing a man of the match for this game.
It's easy. I can choose it.
Okay.
Well, it won't be relative anyways.
Well, let's see.
Time winding down, though. Taking a shot. Oh, what a teardrop. McFarlane.
Antoine McFarlane.
With a teardrop. Oh, my word. I'm getting glossy eyes right now.
That's an exclamation point if I've ever seen one.
Really? What is this?
Ha!
Oh! He was going for the excitement.
A little too fancy there from Ellison. But that's no problem. No shame in that game right there.
Not at all.
All the smiles, all the happiness of a first game win for the Elite One Horizons.
Your thoughts on their play, though? We know we have some replays of what happened in the fourth quarter of the game, though. But before that happens, what your thoughts on the game? Your thoughts on the overall game?
First game, exciting, a little bit of running. Could have gotten a little more out of my Rivers team, but my Horizon team did what they knew they should do, came out, executed, and they got the win. I think this is a good start to the game, to the series actually, because now everybody now has that jitters gone.
Let's look back on some highlights of what happened in this matchup.
Ellison over to Gray. Gray on the pull-up three. Fantastic. And he's been doing that all game. Was a little off in the first two quarters with his three-point shot, but he finally got it to fall and never let it go afterwards. Here he is with the alley-oop off the glass to Coke. And Coke has been working hard on both ends of the floor for Team Horizon. And the man who came and made everybody smile, Mr. Sutherland, the 6'8" giant from Eastern Kingston.
I'm agreeing with you wholeheartedly. And that's what we just gave you. But before we take a break for the start of the second game, though, I mean, you gave your thoughts. Could Rivers have done anything different to actually be more challenging or even to win the matchup?
They could have, and they let it slip away, but they seem to have just faded and let it go. They lost the energy, they lost the drive. They were no longer playing the defense they wanted to. They started the second half with a little bit more energy. They did start to do the full court press, but then they let it slide again. So I believe it's just a matter of getting their heads back together and getting the team to rotate and work with each other a little more. The big man for Rivers, which is David Gordon, was doing a lot and trying to keep them in there, but he can't do it alone. He needed the rest of the team to support him and not just a one shot and everybody run away.
All right, so that's it for the opening game, though. What a cakewalk it was for Horizon over the Rivers in this first game. However, the second game match comes up. We're not done just yet on the opening day, as the Waves, they go against the Storm in the second match of the Elite One Caribbean Basketball League at the National Arena. First score, 110 this to 64. And I'm not joking, Sean Grant and Courtney Campbell will be back with the second affair.